Looking for the best mouse for PUBG? In this video, we'll break down the top gaming mice available while comparing them for price versus performance. Before we get started with our video detailing the best mice for PUBG on the market, we have included links in the description for each product mentioned, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting off at number 1, we have the Logitech G Pro Wireless. Not that long ago, you wouldn't even be taken seriously if you took a wireless mouse to a LAN party or a tournament. But those days are over. Logitech has developed their Lightspeed technology to be every bit as fast as wired mice, and that's something that deserves praise. The G Pro Wireless also features a rechargeable battery and a lifespan of around 50 hours of gaming, meaning that you can go on seriously unhealthy gaming binges before ever needing to recharge the mouse. Great wireless technology wouldn't be worth anything if the mouse itself was a piece of garbage. But that's not the case with the G Pro Wireless. It features Logitech's flawless hero sensor, configurable side buttons, on-RON switches, a comfortably and safe ambidextrous shape, and a weight of just 80 grams. Those would be top specs even if the mouse came with a wire. Going wireless isn't for everyone. Some people don't need it or just want to stick to cables. But if you're open to it, we do encourage you try it out. There are tons of great cables out there, but none of them beat the freedom of having no cable at all. If you want to try out wireless, then this is the mouse to go for. It's got a great and safe ambidextrous shape, and packs top internals as well, so even if you don't care about the whole wireless thing, this is still a really nice option. At number 2, we have the Zowie EC1A. The Zowie EC series was particularly designed for first-person shooters, and in particular for Counter-Strike. The EC in the name stands for Emil Christensen, better known as Hito N, former Ninjas in Pajamas CS professional. Zowie teamed up with Hito N to design the perfect CS mouse, and they came up with the EC series of mice. The EC series might have been designed with CS in the back of the mind, but that doesn't mean that you can only use the EC1A for Counter-Strike. Aside from being an absolutely amazing mouse in its own right, PUBG does share a lot of similarities with CSGO when it comes to overall gameplay, so don't let our little fun fact distract you. The EC1A features the 3310 sensor, which is still a super capable sensor despite its age. It's got Hono switches, a super flexible cable, and a nicely distributed weight of 99 grams. If that weight puts you off, then you can always take a look at the smaller version of this mouse, the EC2A, which comes in at around 92 grams. The EC1A has always been lauded as a great gaming mouse in general, and if you look at the spec sheet of the mouse, you can already tell why. But by far, the most impressive and talked about aspect of this series of mice is the amazing shape. Zowie mice have always been playing in the top leagues when it comes to shape, and the EC series seems to be the MVP. The shape feels really good for almost all grip types, and it's hard to describe just what makes the shape so good. Every angle of the curve just seems to be designed precisely to give you the most comfort possible. And while there are definitely other mice which come close in terms of comfort, the EC series still has arguably the best shape of them all. The EC1A features top-of-the-line internals, a very nice and flexible cable, and has arguably the best shape on the market. The mouse is plug and play, so you can just buy the thing, plug it in, and get to fragging out in supreme comfort. At number 3, we have the Logitech G703. The Logitech G703 is the wireless version of the older G403. It's also packing Logitech's Lightspeed technology, which means that it'll translate your movements and clicks almost instantly, sometimes doing so even faster than other wired mice would. This is a very impressive feat, and is a welcome change to this shape. Since the G403 originally came with a rather stiff braided cable, the G703 has an ergonomic shape, which seems to be hit or miss for a lot of people. It's got a rather pronounced hump to it, which doesn't really sit well with some people. But if you like this sort of palm-filling feel with an ergonomic mouse, the G703 is going to serve you really nicely. Contrary to the newer G Pro Wireless, the G703 has the 3366 sensor in it. This is an older sensor, in the sense that it's the baseline upon which Logitech has built their hero sensor, but it is also a flawless sensor. One of the major differences here is that it draws more power than the newer hero, so you'll have to charge the G703 a bit more often, with a battery life of around 24 hours. Aside from that, the G703 has on-RON switches, a nice scroll wheel, and a DPI button on the top of the shell, so it's definitely a full-featured gaming mouse. If you're looking to go wireless but you want a bit more heft and shape to your mouse, this could be it. The G703 weighs in at around 100 grams, and is larger than the G Pro Wireless, so this could be your bet if you're looking for something a bit more substantial. At number 4, we have the Razer DeathAdder Elite. Razer, one of the original gaming brands. Razer was once a pretty dividing company. For a while, it seemed like everyone was either a very big fan of Razer or completely against the company. Whatever your thoughts on the company may be, there is no denying that Razer produced some top quality gaming mice. The DeathAdder has been going strong since 2006, and the fact that one mouse has been keeping it up for over a decade now is a pretty strong testament to its quality. The DeathAdder itself might nearly be of drinking age in some countries, but that doesn't mean that it can't roll with the big boys. The Elite is the latest release in a long line of DeathAdders, and features Razer's own version of the flawless 3360 sensor, as well as proprietary switches which have been co-designed with Omron. We all know what the 3360 is capable of, and it seems like Razer has implemented it perfectly in the latest version of the famous DeathAdder. Quality internals don't mean jack if the mouse can't handle like a brick, but luckily, Razer has decades of experience to rely on, and as such, the DeathAdder feels great. It's a pretty safe ergonomic shape and should work for most grip types. It's a bit large and weighty though, coming in at 98 grams. That still puts it below the magical 100 gram mark that everyone seems to want, so it's definitely not a heavy mouse at all. Though due to its size, users with small hands or users who prefer ultralight mice should be wary. Razer has been one of the giants in the industry for years and years now, and their mice definitely live up to the reputation. The DeathAdder features top-of-the-line internals, a nice and pretty safe ergonomic shape, and a well-built and nicely balanced shell. If you're a big fan of RGB lights or customization overall, then Razer's got you covered as well. In their software, you can change the lighting settings to whatever color or setting you want, and you can also do things such as tweak the DPI, program 6 or 7 of the buttons on the mouse, or surface calibrate it. All in all, the DeathAdder Elite is a top mouse, so if you have larger hands or prefer larger and slightly heavier mice, you should definitely take a look at this one, but it could be a good fit for nearly every player. And for our final pick at number 5, we have the Zowie EC2A. The EC2A is the exact same mouse as the EC1A, the only difference is the size and weight. The 1A is 3mm higher and 3mm broader at the front and middle, though the bottom part of the mouse is 5mm broader. If you like what you're reading about the EC1A, but you feel like it might be a bit too large or heavy for you, then you can just go for the 2A, which is about 7 grams lighter than the 1A as well. As a small side note, the EC series of mice have had an update some time ago, where the sensor was upgraded to the 3360, among other things. So that sums up our top gaming mice for PUBG of 2019. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have a great day.